Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Terraforming Mars Big Box. So, at the time when this originally came out, and I think it was kickstarted, I did not actually own Terraforming Mars, but I did really like the game. I'd played it several times at that point, and I was very tempted to, and you can see here that from the side here that it's a pretty tall box. It's actually a little bit taller than I was thinking it would be. But yeah, anyway, I did not own it at the time, but I was very tempted to potentially get a copy of my own, but did not. And then this year, I went to the first ever World Series of Board Gaming, and ended up playing in the tournament. I think I played Wingspan and Terraforming Mars, and for that you needed to kind of bring your own copy of the game. So I thought that was a good time to kind of get my own copy of Terraforming Mars, and then I've kind of had my eyes on the big box ever since then, and ended up pulling the trigger. It was on Miniature Market, and they had it on sale, so I thought, well, if I'm going to ever get it, now would be the time to do so. And I ended up pulling the trigger. So now I've got this huge box. Like I said, for some reason I was thinking it was a little bit smaller than this, but it lives up to its name. So one of the things in this big box, I think it's kind of the main thing outside of kind of the storage itself, storage solution, are these different plastic pieces. I think they're a little bit divisive. I think some people say, oh, I could go get something else, but and that's where I wasn't 100% sure. I'm like, yeah, they look good. They're not, I'm sure if you went to Etsy, you could find, amazing fan design things. But I thought, well, if you do that, then you're not going to get the storage solution. So then they're all going to be loose, and they might not fit in the original box with everything else. So I thought this was probably the best overall package idea for Terraforming Mars. So we've got some of the cities, which I think are pretty cool. I like them quite a bit. And then you can place your little cubes there, which is pretty cool. Like I said, there might be better versions out there, but this will definitely be cooler than just having kind of your initial cardboard tiles out there, I think. It just kind of spices up the game a little bit. And obviously, I think a lot of people would argue that Terraforming Mars, for how highly regarded it is probably one of the, I don't want to say worst looking games, it's not inspiring, I would say. Kind of just the base Terraforming Mars, some of the artwork, and it's a little blah. So anything to kind of spice it up a little bit, because the game itself is just absolutely amazing in my opinion. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and I think a lot of people would agree with that. It's probably a lot of people's favorite game. I think these trees look pretty solid, these greeneries. You got a package of those, another package of those, and then you kind of got the lakes and the special tiles, it looks like. We'll see here. Oh boy. I don't remember if that's Noctis City. I do not remember, but then you got these lake tiles, which are pretty cool looking. And then you got, so I think what these are is, I think they're kind of the trackers to track the oxygen and the different things like that. I think that's what those are for. I don't remember. Yeah, so then you've got all these different tiles for kind of the different special cards you can get. I think this one is the special cool one where you're placing. That's probably the coolest one, I would say. Kind of got that mushroom cloud. It's a very cool visual. You've got the volcano. Got some different city ones. And you can kind of see in there the different, so it's kind of the symbols. I think if you've got the cards that can build these special icons or special tiles, they all have these specific symbols on them. They're a little small, but I think you can still see them relatively well for it being a tile. Obviously, I think in the main version, the You can see it. I think it's on the backs of the tiles, or maybe it's on the front. Now it's been a little bit since I played it. Now I can't remember. We've got that. So we've got all of those tiles, which are all pretty cool. Don't remember what these are for. It looks like it's maybe to put cards or something in. And then we've got kind of these inserts themselves to actually put those tiles in, which is kind of, like I said, one of the big reasons why I went with this over kind of looking out there for more options and whatnot on Etsy or something like that. Just because I didn't know if that would actually come with a storage solution. If it did, would it fit in a in the main box? Probably not. So hopefully those will store everything really well, and then you can kind of take them out and kind of easily pull things out of there. Then you've got this. It must just cover up or kind of keep them separated. Looks like you can put your different items in there, and then you've got like a tuck box here. Looks like it has demos down. So I'm not sure what this is, if it's just this one card. Can't remember if this said it came with like a promo card or something, or if this is a replacement for something. I'm not sure. Great Dam. Magnetic field generators. I feel like these could be ones that are already in there. I do not remember. I guess maybe I shouldn't have been competing in the World Series of Board Gaming, because I think there are a lot of people that know every card like the back of their hand and can tell you exactly what all the cards do. I do not know it that well. But yeah, it looks like these are some dividers to kind of sort out your cards, and if you have the expansions and stuff, you can kind of split them up based on that. So that should be pretty solid. You'll be able to do that. And then, I think these you can kind of put your little metal cubes in as dividers. I don't know if these hold anything else, but I think you could do that with those. And then these, I think, hold all the different player colors, different pieces. So that's pretty cool that you can kind of just have those all stored in there. You got black as well, so you got all the player colors there. And then, oh boy, I will say this is in here pretty tight. It's not the easiest thing to get out. Let's see. Okay. I'm assuming this is to hold all the cards. So then I'm guessing you'll kind of use these dividers as well, kind of split out which cards go where. And I'm not sure if you can probably use these foam pieces as well, depending on if you've got all the expansion content or not. I'm guessing that's what those help do. But should hold the cards pretty well. Will say it's a little bit of a pain to get this out of here. Not sure if you could. Well, then they'd be upside down. So yeah, overall, it looks like it should hold everything pretty well, and I like the tiles quite a bit. I think it was worth getting for how much I like Terraforming Mars. If you're a really big fan of Terraforming Mars, I think this is going to be a solid buy. But we'll obviously see with some gameplay of it, see if it actually holds up to that and makes it get to the table a little bit more often. But otherwise, that's everything inside the big box, I believe, and the insert itself. Yeah, I'll probably have to do, maybe once I've played a couple games with it and taken the stuff out and put it back in and stuff, I'll have to do maybe a little mini review or thoughts on if the box was worth it or not. So definitely check that out if that comes out alongside this. Not sure if it will or not, but otherwise I hope to see you on the next one. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.